Hey guys, it's Tito from hexagamer.com. I'm basically going to show you a quick way to play Dragon's Hoard. It's a really good game. The game comes out where you want to collect points. So by doing that, I'll show you how here each color has a number at the top. You can see an 8. And each color has all the way 1, 2, up to 8. I like to get most points as possible, so I like to go for the 5, the 6, the 7, the 8. Once you get 10 of those cards played out, like those point cards of the 8 or the 5, the game's done. So there's a couple different strategies. You could just go low ball cards and like get the 1, 2 and just get 10 of them, and your opponent's going for the big numbers and you end the game and then you just win. I don't really like that strategy. I'm a big gambler. I like going for the big boys. So I go for the 5, the 6, 7, and 8. So I might go have a layout of blue, a layout of red, so I get 4 of each, and then I'll go 2 of whatever color I want just to end the game. I'll explain why I wanted to go 4 of the same color, because if you combine more colors together, or the same colors together, you get more points. So these are these power cards that I'm going to go to. So this is that layer. So you see how there's 1, 3, 6, and 10. So if I got 4 blues, all the same color, like of these buyout cards that have the 8, so I get an extra 10 points. So if you go 5, 6, 7, 8, all those points add together, you throw in another 10, that's a lot of points. So if you only have 3, you only get 6. So depending on what other people can go for or are going for, that's why it's very different. Like if you're all gunning for the same color, then you might not be able to get all of them you need. So that's why you go for lower points or whatever. So I'll get into the thief card, which is steal 2. So that on your turn, either you play your buyout or you play your action. Doesn't matter what order. So if I play my thief, I can steal 2 cards from them. Let's say I'm gunning for blue. So I'm going to try to steal 2 blue. But they can come back and stop me by playing this battle card. They just throw it on the table. They're like, nope, you can't take my cards. But I can go ahead of time, and let's say I really want that blue and I'm like have an 8 and I need 2 blue to play it. I'll play this thief card along with the wizard, which is this guy right here. What he does is he's unstoppable. You're taking those cards no matter what. Even if they have a battle, they can't do nothing. You're taking those cards, and then on the next turn or during that turn I could play my buyout, so I get the points. So that's always good. So shepherd is just draw 2. You can play again and maybe you'll get the cards you need. Unicorn, you're protected. Nobody can like throw an action against you and try to steal cards. You're just protected for 1 turn. At the end of that turn, the card's discarded. So the knight, skip a turn. Angry mob, you discard half their cards, but they get to choose. Wild sheep is good. If you're gunning for blue, you can play the orange and you can say it's a blue because it's a wild. So we're gonna play this dummy hand that I have. I got the 7. So that's a high one, right? So I'm going to be going for orange. So on my turn, I'm going to pick up my orange. This one then goes here. You can either pick a card from here or take the card from pile. I get this, I pick the yellow one. But now it's my turn. I can play an action. Since I have that 7, I want to get rid of it as soon as I have it, because somebody can come back and try to take it. And let's say they're going for orange as well. So I'll play the 7. Now, this one, I'm just playing 3 points. See, like I said, I'm gunning for the big boys, the 5, the 6, these 2s, these 1s. I'm going to lay them as my cards to buy that one and get the points. 4 is a little high, but I'll get rid of it because I want to get my 7. And that might come back around, because once we go through these cards, the discards get reshuffled and it might come back around. So then I'll throw 2 other cards. I'll throw a blue because I see they have a lot of blue. They might try to steal it. So, and you're only showing the back, by the way. Sorry, I didn't mention that. So they don't see what you're doing. You don't see if you're throwing away points, throwing away what kind of action. So then I'll throw the red. See, and I hung on to my orange. You don't have to play the layer first. You can throw it on your next turn. So that's why I chose to play that 7. I want to get that 7 on there, because those points are mine. Nobody's taking them. You discard those. Now it'll be their turn and whatever they want to do. I want all of them here, but they could be gunning for orange, they could be gunning for whatever color, but I want 4 of each, 4, let's say, reds, and then 2 or whatever. So depending on how the game, it very changes. Where you're going for red, let's say they stole your 8. Well, then you're like, man, they took my 8. I don't really want to go for that. Or you could try to steal it back. So you might change your strategy. Okay, I lost my 8. Now I'm going to go for yellow, and hopefully you get your cards that you need. It's a little bit of luck into it too, because if you get the cards, you know, if you're sitting with low balls 1 or 2, you're going to be sitting with a lot of cards in your hand. You're not playing them. And if you get 10 cards, you have to discard. So you're going to have to throw something away. So a little bit of luck, I said, like if you draw the 8s and the 7 quickly, then you can play them. But then again, you need cards to back that up so you can play that card. So if you're just drawing 8s, 7, 6, then you're hanging on all these big cards. You don't want to play your 6 with the 8 because you want to use that as your build out so you get the most points. So it's a cool game. It takes like maybe about 30 minutes. You can play a 2-player up to 4. Up to 4 gets very complicated because then more people are stealing the same cards. There's no way you're very unlikely you're going to get 4 of the same. I always like to play it with 2 because, you know, it usually goes where one person's going for one color and one person's going for other color. Or you could just go for try to mix it up and go for the same color, see what happens, throw some mob cards, some steel 2s. They get all angry at you and it could get a little frustrated. I like it. It's a good game. I recommend it. And one thing I'm going to mention is that there's symbols on the cards, which I like because I'm colorblind, so I can't. Sometimes I find it very hard to distinguish between the blues and purples. So the fact that they added the shapes, like a teardrop and a stop sign, it helps me out a lot. Maybe they thought of it for colorblind people. Maybe they didn't. I don't know. Whatever. It works for me. So that's all good. I'm going to sign off from Hex Gamers. I hope you enjoyed this video. And we'll go from there. All right. Peace out, guys. See you later.